season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Looking for blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run from the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Tar Heels will line it up on first and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To throw, it's Bryant. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Hands it off on the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Punch it out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Single-back formation, and they give it to it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're going to test the right side with this one. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. They'll try it over the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the running game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Power football with the run. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Time to take a shot. a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll look it in inside his 40. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that hit?
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And off from the shotgun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wants to change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Gets it to the back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Bryant. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the handoff. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's reeled in. It's Wall. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground at the center.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Gets open down the middle. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
They're looking for an advantage to the right.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Herbert. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll try the left side. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The defense looking for a score.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They've got the screen set up. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Gives it on the option. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback making checks. Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your friends.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Now on first down from the 30. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
I I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They believe they can run right here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Catch in the middle. It's Wall. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, they're after him. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Snagged out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it. And now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Quickly complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and he missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Still looking, on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
3rd downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. Cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means